It's going to be 20 years of the Caboose Motel. And who could join us to tell us all about all the fun happening? Oh, we've got Marie, Rainey, and Barb Ives. Good morning. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
Glad you're with us. Let's start with the history of the Caboose Motel. Obviously, it opened 20 years ago, but how did it get started? When did that conversation begin, and how did we end up here?
That's your ballad.
That's mine, yeah, because I've been there the whole time. Well, of course, it was privately owned before, over by the old Molly's Mill. And CJTC and Betty Squire, and pretty much myself, got a itch and decided that it should get moved, and we could open up a motel. So the OC&T actually owns the motel. They bought it, but CJ did her magic, and Terry Rio somehow got a special crane in to move all the cabooses for us. There's 21 of them. Got them all moved for us over to the other tracks to where they are now, their permanent home. We did a lot of walking around in mud, and this should go here and that should go there, and it happened. I have to say, several on the OC&T board were not on board for this. They thought we were completely nuts, which if you saw Betty, CJ, and I coming at you, what would you think? Yes. So, but it all got into place. It took a few years. We actually, was it last year we showed a profit? But it's become quite the place to come, and to all the naysayers in Titusville that didn't think it was going to happen, it's been wonderful.
So I'm just kind of curious, was it conversation that happened a couple years prior to this? Was it in the mid to late 90s it started to take shape?
Well,
it could be, because I think that grant from Peterson's office was
that was the other thing. Yeah, we got a grant from Congressman John Peterson. Don't know where that came from. And yeah, I mean, it was a huge grant. It really truly helped us.
Was this inspired by somewhere else that you had this idea? This was
it was Crazy Women.
City. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it had already been a sitting motel that was used a lot. I do know the location of it, and the location where it is now is still pretty industrial, but people that were from bigger cities and things were a little afraid to stay in the motel in the old spot, just because they're used to noise, traffic, fire engines. So that was a learning curve to try to get people here, and that it's safe and it's okay. But yeah, I guess it was. There's just been so much, and I can't even think. I was secretary coming out of the chute of the board, and I've been president since Abe Lincoln, I think. So yeah.
The whole time
Who stayed at one of the cabooses? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep. They just cleaned one out for me.
Yeah.
But it's been tried and true, and we run a very clean, nice motel. People, what's the first question, Marie?
Do they move?
Do they move? And the second one is there a bathroom?
Oh, yeah, that's the big one.
That's the big one, yeah.
It used to make me laugh, but people really don't think there's a bathroom in them, and that they would have to bring their own stuff. You don't. We have a bathroom. It's got a shower, a sink, and a toilet in it. No tub, but that's sufficient.
Yeah.
We have cabooses that have one king-size bed in them. They're the ones that have the cupola, so you better like the morning light. And the other ones have 2 double beds in them, and those are the ones that have the bay windows.
What's the reaction when somebody walks in or brings their family in for the first time? They have to be excited, right?
Because it's not what they expect. Mm-hmm. Because I know there are other caboose hotels in Pennsylvania. I know of one other one anyway.
Strasburg, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my understanding that theirs have maybe bunk beds in them. Now, I know some of them have been upgraded because I have looked on their website to see. So I don't know how they do some of the things that they do, and maybe they're not real cabooses. I don't know.
Gotcha. And you have people that they come to visit from all over. It's not just local people stay just for the
not
coolness.
Very often. There's a lot of local people that aren't aware that that's a motel.
Okay.
I don't know how, but
and that'll be part of the celebration too.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't. Now they might have family, or if there's a wedding. in town, a lot of times they'll get several cabooses, things like that. So they may come down and see the cabooses, but they don't stay there. And it's really, really out of town, out of
It
country.
is. Yeah, we've had them
Yeah.
from out of country.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are full every weekend from now until the end of October.
That's fantastic.
I don't think the people in Titusville realize how many people ride the train and how many people stay in those cabooses. And we have overflow. You know, we have people waiting on lists in case somebody cancels or can't make it. So
But the ones who do know really appreciate it, I think, and take advantage of it. Because I hear from some of the restaurant owners who say, we really like that weekend business. And I think they're with you jumping up and down saying, this is a great asset, you know, the train and the caboose, and it brings people here. So, I mean, you're right. There's other people that don't really understand that, but there are a few that are with you in that corner, I think, saying, this is...
And I know the OC&T and the cabooses, we will happily tell people what's open, what they should try to go see, what restaurants are around. So, you know, we do try to help the city as much as we can, too.
Yeah. Well, it's been a nice... Again, I think there's been a lot of engagement, too, with getting involved with community activities, and I think that's been something that's grown over the last 20 years. Let's get into it. The actual celebration is going to be when?
Sunday, July 20th, from 3 till 7 p.m. We're going to have a band called Sugar Lake Pickers. They will be there from 3 to 6 p.m.
If nobody knows, if everybody remembers Brian Sanford, it's his band.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're trying to get a food truck there. I'm working on that. We have beautiful banners. Did you get the second one up?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we have big banners, which were made by the Alumni Association. I have to get that plug in,
Yes.
you know. And, the train
house.
station will be open
The train
if
station
people
will
want to
be
go to the
open.
gift shop. There are restrooms there, and absolutely an open house, so people in town can actually come in and see the cabooses and see what they are, because they're the ones that don't usually get to see them or know what they're about. So we'll have those. I think that's about it, but
We have some giveaways.
yeah. We were hoping until yesterday. We thought we had the speeders to give rides, but they have mechanical problems and they're not going to be able to make it. So
okay.
that was going to be a fun thing, because I know at Oil Festival when they come, they sell out before they're even here. And I thought, well, this would be a chance for other people to be able to ride them, but unfortunately that didn't work out.
This is how crazy and how fast the summer is going. For a good couple minutes here, I was thinking July 20th. Oh, that's still a month away.
No.
No.
Be nice.
It's this weekend.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so 3 to 7 p.m. You mentioned, Barb, the industrial area, the setting. Is that part of the attraction now, though? I mean,
It is, especially to railroad buffs.
Okay.
Railroad buffs really like the industrial look of it. And other people that come and don't realize the area, I think they end up appreciating it once they're down there. And I think also, if you are from a bigger city, you know, I work for the congressman, but this was back in Congressman Peterson day, and we were having the DC staff up. And they were so funny about those cabooses, about but I think because there's a lot of activity in that area, industrial-wise, there's people, there's movement, and I think that helps too. And you can also have a fire. We have,
we have a fire
fire
pit.
ring. You have to bring your own wood, but people do that. We have chairs out on the decks. They can just sit out and visit. And of course, the railroad.
The railroad's right there.
I will tell you, our one hiccup, it was a big hiccup. We couldn't get Wi-Fi because we were 21 tin cans.
Oh, yeah.
And we tried everything. Or I should say Marie tried everything. And finally, a fella out of Penn State said, I think I can do this. And he came up and he fiddled and he did whatever, and we had Wi-Fi, because we're trying to get midweek guests, business people, to stay with us. And you
was
have to
like
say,
10 years ago
yeah,
this
that's
happened.
telling you. It's like, well, you'll have to go to McDonald's to use your laptop or whatever. It was a blessing. Cost us very little, like very little, and just was last year.
Last year
He
or
came,
the
he
year
had to tweak
before,
it again.
we had to call them because some of the
Wow.
equipment needed
Yeah,
replaced.
but and that was, like I said, that was 10 years without a glitch. So, so that itself was really, really nice that we could say, yes, we have Wi-Fi and it's good Wi-Fi. So that was a fun time.
So business travelers, hey, don't be afraid. Stay
Right.
here during the
Right.
week.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this, during the summer months, of course, the weekdays are somewhat filled with the train and whatever. But when you get early spring, fall, those midweek ones tend to be a little empty. So
Not in October.
No.
October is our biggest month.
From the 1st of October until the
Absolutely.
train is done,
Yeah.
we are full every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to come, we still have some reservations in October, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And if it does get full, they just get on a list then, and if something does happen,
Right.
okay.
I mean, we can tell them what's in town, bed and breakfasts or whatever is in town, the other
Well,
hotel.
when Sherry's on, it sounds like a joke when we say if any of these rides interest you, you need to call now and get your tickets
and people
because
don't understand
No,
that.
the
Yeah.
murder mysteries, they
Yeah.
just
And-
sell out so quickly.
They do, and we fill up, like before they sell out, we fill up because there's only 21 cabooses.
Wow.
And their train, for murder mysteries, probably, I don't know, 200, no, 100, I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have enough people. I don't have enough cabooses to fill
Yeah.
the people. And we had a lady one time tell us, you need to coordinate with the train, okay? Well, I can do that, but we only have 21
Yeah.
cabooses. I
Right.
can't.
There are
make
many
any more.
days I wish we had 42. And there are many days I'm glad we have 21.
Yeah.
But in the summer, you're like, boy, we could just sell these out. And I've always said my wish before I walk away from being president of this, which apparently I'm just going to die there, I don't know, but is to make it year-round. I would love it year-round. Our problem is our water pipes. They're all connected. They're all above ground.
Well,
And go ahead. You do it technically.
they go from the cabooses to the ground, so those ones are open. So,
Yeah.
but then they go underground a little bit. I don't think they're
I
deep
think
enough.
at the frost
Okay.
level.
I don't think they're at the frost.
Well, I want to ask you. We're looking at the last 20 years, but what's ahead? So I don't know if there's any other plans, but let's do this real quick. You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, celebrating 20th year here of the Caboose Motel, and a lot going on. We'll recap the events happening on the 20th in just a little bit. I want to ask, though, before we get to the future, or more of the future, when guests arrive, do they kind of have an idea of what's available to them? Have they done research? They know
Sometimes.
the museums here or the trails here, or are they pleasantly surprised that there's so much to offer? Because I hear that so many times when we have guests that are talking about events, that people come here for an event like the Roughneck Gravel Rebate, and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I could bring my whole family here, or the Oil Creek Classic, or
Right.
events like that where they go, next year I'm coming back. It's so beautiful here, and I'm bringing my family
Right.
because there is so much to enjoy. Do you hear that as well, or do most people have an idea
Yes.
what's available?
Some people, when they call to make a reservation, they will ask what else is there to do in the area. So then we let them know all that we know that's going on
Yeah.
and what is available to them, the trails and Drake Well and all of those. So yes, we pass that information along.
And every time Sherry's on, you light up, because anytime somebody talks about trains, right? As if you're an adult, you go right back to your childhood and
Right.
how they're just amazing, right?
Exactly.
Do you see the same when people are walking in and the kids are getting excited?
Oh, the
and-
kids are so excited.
Yeah, the kids love it. Just love it.
And a lot of adults really get excited
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
They do.
Well, it's fantastic. So, Barb, you started talking about maybe some things in the future. So as you celebrate your 20th, are there other things in addition to being open year-round that you talk about that might happen in the next 20 years?
We're limited because we are 21 tin cans. You can only do so much.
Great selling point, Barb.
Great selling point. Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Big tin cans. We
The
have
upkeep-
talked.
the upkeep on them.
The upkeep is a lot
Okay.
on them. So we do try to keep them. We are seasonal. You open up in the spring, surprise, something leaked, something happened, something. This year, I was so excited. We've had the least maintenance on opening that we've ever had. So things are, because we put new roofs last year, and was it the year before or just last year? We put all new roofs on those
Yes.
because they, they're metal, and
Not all of them, but
the ones that
the
were
one with the cupolas.
yeah, yeah, and that's made a big difference in our maintenance. We've had to pull out carpeting, replace carpeting. Air conditioners are not our friend. Well, they each have their own unit, and they're the exact same unit I used to have when I had my office down here, and they get wore out, and so and also I get the call. So we always have a couple on standby with the plumber, just in case, because it does happen. And we sure go through a lot of washers and dryers.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't think about that end of it, but a lot. Because when you have 21 cabooses and all the towels, sheets, blankets, it's ongoing.
So just a lot of maintenance work.
There is, yeah. That's why we do turn a profit, but it could be bigger. But there's a lot, and the OC&T is wonderful to us. I mean, they do own them, but they, if we need something, they're right there. They're more than willing to help us, and we interchange a lot with Sherry. We're kind of like one big group, and it works out very nicely. But maintenance is a thing, and painting and the bees.
Always.
The bees like us. Yes. Yeah.
Marie, for you, if you had that magic wand and you could add something here, what would it be?
I would like them repainted. They really need it.
It's been a while.
It's been several years since they were done, and we try to keep them fairly true to what they were originally.
Yeah. So those were the original colors, or did you get pictures and say, "Hey, let's model this one"? Like
Some
Yes,
were,
we had some pictures.
Some were original.
Yes.
A lot we went from pictures because there are a lot of trained and historical buffs, so we do try to make it as close to original as we can, because that's important when they come to stay. Other people just, that's a pretty yellow, but,
Yeah.
But the ones that really are into the history and the trains, it's very important, so we do try to keep that up.
Will you have people who stay that ask you those types of questions?
Yes.
Like, is there a history behind this one, or do they
Yes.
are they trying to pick one to stay in, or
Some people will call and they will specifically ask for a specific car. Usually I can accommodate them. Once in a while I can't.
Yeah.
But
Well, it sounds like October and weekends a little more challenging, right?
Yes,
An oil
absolutely.
festival.
Oil festival, yes.
Yeah. We sell out at least a year ahead for Oil Festival.
Well, how long does it take to get things prepped for a season? You mentioned you open in the spring. Are you going in a month before, or months, or when do you start that process?
usually a couple weeks before we had planned our opening.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't work out. A year ago we opened April 1st, and that was not necessarily a good thing. We had broken water pipes, and because the weather didn't
Yeah.
cooperate. But this year we waited till the 15th of April to open. So we go in a week to 2 weeks ahead of time just to get it cleaned up and ready for customers. So it just depends on the weather, what we do.
Oh,
Are you ever looking for board members? Is there somebody?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We actually have a pretty full board right now, and that's
Okay.
very recent. But anybody that has any interest, we welcome them, because we love ideas, fresh ideas. I've been around forever. So you kind of get rusty, and when somebody says something new, I get all excited because I'm not one of those "we always did it this way, so we have to do it that way" person. And yeah. But we have a good board, I think.
We have a good board.
Yeah.
We have always are in need of housekeepers.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody looking for a part-time job, that's because it's not like a normal hotel where you can go up and down an elevator and you have a cart. You're going caboose to caboose, and it's
Not always easy.
Yeah. But what an experience.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, celebrating 20 years of the Caboose Motel, Sunday, July 20th, 3 to 7 p.m. Big anniversary celebration. Kind of recap again those events that are taking place.
You want to do
3 to 6 p.m. we have the Sugar Lake Pickers. There will be, throughout the day, we will have open house so people can come and look inside the cabooses themselves and see what they're really all about. The 3 o'clock time was set because the train gets back at 2, so that gives the parking lot time maybe to clear out a little bit. Or else they'll stay and enjoy stuff with us. And hopefully we'll have some food trucks and
yeah, I'm trying to get that
giveaways.
Nailed down. But yeah, we have a big gift basket giving away. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and I'm kind of anxious to see the looks on the local people's face when they actually get to walk through a caboose and see what it looks like.
Well, congratulations on 20 years, and we look forward to the next 20 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have you back in 20 years.
Lord
So
willing,
yeah.
I'm going to be retired.
Well, thanks for all that you do. We appreciate it. So
Thanks for having
yeah,
us.
congratulations.